Michaela Whitebooi claimed a historic gold medal at the recently completed Commonwealth Games. The South African judoka claimed South Africa's first medal in judo since 2014 and also became the first South African female to medal in judo. The two-time African champion and Commonwealth champion joins us via Zoom. Michaela, good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you so much. And I guess congratulations in order. How was it like standing there at the podium, hearing the national anthem of South Africa playing with the medal, a gold medal around your neck?
I think hearing the national anthem will always make me emotional because it feels like I'm carrying the whole of South Africa with me. It's always an honor to be on the podium and hear the anthem, and just, it brings out a lot of emotions, especially when you know you've sacrificed so much to get to that victory. Yeah.
Let's talk about that. I mean, going into the Commonwealth Games, one would go back to Tokyo in the Olympics, and you did say that it was a learning curve. What would you say you learned from Tokyo that you took into the Commonwealth to give you that advantage that led you to gold?
It was much easier for me to cope with the weight of the period before we fight, because we get there, we have a week ahead of time before we actually compete. So throughout that week, I knew that we had to organize transport, we had to organize training, where we had to eat. So all the, all the basic things that we had to do throughout was an ease for me, because I knew it was the same as the Olympic Games. And then going to the competition venue, the same setup was there as Tokyo. So my nerves wasn't as much as it was in Tokyo, so it was much easier. And I learned a lot from that experience to help me at the Commonwealth Games.
Let's zoom into that final match. It took 44 minutes and just about 25 seconds. It had to go to a golden score. Tell me just about your mindset when you went for that Wazari.
So throughout the competition, I've been analyzing her specifically because I knew I was going to get to the finals at that day. I really believed in myself, and I knew that I had to watch her specifically because she was probably the best out of that pool to be in the final. So I was watching her, I was analyzing her, and before I went to the fight, I really knew what I had to do. I knew it wasn't going to be an easy fight because she's a very strong competitor. She's a very good competitor, and I had to just work on something that she didn't really, it's almost like a weakness. So she was really strong and she was static. So I had to move around the whole time and basically just get her to become tired. And I knew that after golden score, that was the time that I had to push myself. We both had penalties, and either one of us had to keep on pushing and score. And, in the end, it was me, and I thank God for that victory.
So what is it about judo, Michaela, that attracted you to the sport, that you love about, I guess, the game of hurting your opponent?
As much as it's called the gentle way, we do get a lot of pain from the sport. But I am really attracted to the sport, not only because of, obviously, the sport and the winning feeling that I get, but it really helps me cope with a lot of stress that I had, like during school, like if I had family problems, if I had even friendship problems. I knew that I could go to judo and I could just forget about everything. And when I come back, all seems to be fine. So it was my place to go to, just to unwind and just find myself again.
But a little birdie tells me that you like this violent sports like UFC and so on. You like to see other people beating each other. What is it about the fight game that you like?
Oh, you're making me laugh so much now. I really just like I don't know, there's a type of hype or energy about, just fighting. I think it's about the inner spirit that you can bring out when you really want to win. You can look at two people that is fighting, and you can see by the spirit of someone that this person is going to win. Like the way they walk up, the confidence they have, the spirit that they have, and even after 2 minutes or so, you can see this person is driving. And I think that is why I really like it. I like the spirit that the opponents have on the mat. And for myself, I just like winning.
So speaking of winning,
Yeah.
I mean, you have conquered Africa at least twice. You've just conquered the Commonwealth. What's next for you in terms of achievements as a judoka?
So I really just want to go out into the world and obviously start medaling on more international competitions. So there would be the World Championships, there's the Grand Prix, the Grand Slams. That is where like world-class athletes are fighting, and if I could medal there, then I know that I would definitely be in the top 20 soon, and I could qualify directly for the Olympic Games. And that is my dream for the next Olympic Games.
Michaela, thank you so much. As we say in Japanese, domo arigato. That is Michaela Whitebooi, who is the first female to medal in the Commonwealth Games, getting that gold medal and inspiring a generation. That's why we leave it.